right, so here is the first update. My brother's been hard at work building a strong platform for us. But as you can kind of see here, that we're gonna go very vertical this year. Instead of like going completely across and using this whole space, we're gonna kind of try to keep it contained to this corner. And I envision, at the base level, having the train, then a mid-level, having like a shopping area. And then I think on the lower level, it'll be like more foresty with the train, a little bit more countryside, a tunnel. And then building on like the mountains, there'll just be like a, what do you call it? Like a shopping midtown section. And then, building on top of itself, from just, like the tiering of, buildings and, on top of like, different like, stone platforms, that rises up, the city with the skyscrapers at the top. So it'll kind of just be like, at least how I envision it, like skyscrapers, like a midtown, and some of the stands would just all be like very like stone or brick. And then on the lower level, it'll be more like scenic trains, trees, mountains, and on top of the mountains builds, the mid city or midtown, and on top of that builds like the upper level, which will be the skyscrapers. So I think it'll be, a very like lovely visual lighting, piece here. I think there'll be a lot to play around with, and I'm excited to kind of take you guys along the journey. But this is currently where we are. I'm gonna probably play around with some, positioning, making sure that the train kind of fits and is operational before we start building up. But I'll definitely be using a lot less buildings than last year for this setup, just kind of giving the space. So we're just gonna make sure that the ones that we do include definitely do tell, a really interesting story and make the biggest impact. So more news to come.